Hi, welcome to Arm Wraps. My name is Ernie Miller, and today I'm going to kind of teach you how to actually wrap a refrigerator, but also I want to talk to you about my full service mini fridge wraps. So basically, when a company they don't want to do any work. They just want to order the refrigerator, the wrap, and just let me do everything. Yes, I can do that, and I've been doing that more and more and more. So I'm just showing people what needs to get done. So if you're a company that wants a full service mini fridge wrap, you can get a hold of me. You can email me first, or you can call me. The email is rmwraps@gmail.com, and also if you call me, it's 208-696-1180, and then I'll go through the steps that what I need from you guys. If you want this is a 4.5 cubic feet mini fridge, or if you want a 2.7 mini fridge, what do you want on it? You want the graphics? Do you have a graphic designer? I can design something for you. I'm giving you all the options of what you want. So Stanford, this company right here, got a hold of me, and they told me do everything, and I said okay, I will do that. So this is what I'm going to be doing, is showing you how to wrap it and everything. And also this is about I want to say around 400, 450, somewhere around there, with the total package just for this one right here. That's includes shipping, that's include wrapping, that's include a little bit of design work, but also just the whole full package. So that gives you a ballpark figure of what it is. And every fridge is a little different, every order is a little different. Okay, let's get back to how to install this. So what I did is I cleaned the refrigerator really good, or mini fridge, I'm sorry. And these are the tools you'll need right here: a squeegee knife, a squeegee, and a Phillips screwdriver. When you order something from me, from the Arm Wraps, you definitely will get the squeegee knife or squeegee and the knife, the blade already. What this is for, basically, I like to do a premium wrap job, and the best thing to do is take everything off that needs to be taken off. I took the logo off right here, so you don't see the logo, and also I unscrewed this, and so the door will definitely it will come off. And when I put the wrap back on, or when I get the wrap on, I put the door hinge back on, and it's much easier to get around. It's as easy as that. Okay, so if you order a mini fridge wrap, a full-size mini fridge wrap, what I'm trying to do is make it as easy as possible. This is actually a full continuous wrap that we're going to put on. The reason why it's continuous, because I want to make it go up and around. So when you send me the measurements, I need the exact measurements. For like, this is 19.5 wide by 18.5 long, and it's crucial to do that. Next thing is when you receive the wrap, you'll have one continuous wrap, and I can't see it, but there's little marks over here. Also, I cut the back of it, and I made a butterfly, what I call it a butterfly thing. So when you put it on, let's get a little closer. So right here, over here. So what you're seeing right here, that's where the mark is on the very top of the refrigerator. And so when you're seeing underneath, this barely tacks on to the mini fridge. Just enough to know exactly where it's going to go. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to crease it right here. And if you've got any comments or questions, comment down below. If you want to share this, that'd be great. If you know anyone who has a company or wants something in their office, something unique and something different, this is will definitely stand out. I do a lot of custom design work. See, right now I'm feeling for the edges right now.
and I'm aligning it where I need it to be. And I'm just taking my time. You can take your time too. Actually, this. I'm cutting the paper right now. I'm going to crease it a little bit more so it's not in the way. And the beauty with this, it's what is called air release vinyl. So you can actually pull it off, move it around, and put it right back on. It's not as hard as what you think. And it's not a one-time stick vinyl. It's, there you go. So I tacked it on front. I always want to make sure it's lined up, and it's not. So I'm pulling it up. I'm trying to, there's an edge here and an edge right here. That's what I'm trying to do, is align. So once you get aligned, then it'll go a lot smoother. Right about there. So you just kind of tack it on. Make sure it goes down in the back evenly. And once it's lined up, when you're happy with it, okay, so I'm lining up. I got about a 1/4 inch over here that's overlapped, and I'm not happy with that yet. Right now, I'm just being a little nitpicky, that's all. So right now I'm making sure it's adjusted right. Making sure it's straight up and down. I usually sometimes use my knee. And I'm just kind of showing you the basics on wrapping, but also showing you that you can lift it up, move it around. There you go. It's square now. It's gonna. There you go. So that's much better. So what I normally do is I grab the squeegee, and let me show you this back. I pull the backing off a little bit, and I hold the vinyl down a little bit. Sometimes what I do, make sure it's all nice. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can. There, see right here. Come over here. Right. Can you see? Yes. All right. You see how that is right there? That's just the wrinkle of the paper. Well, here. Let's go a little further over there. There you go. That's just a wrinkle of the paper, and then when you put it down, the vinyl will smooth out. Okay. I just every once in a while people freak out or wondering why is there the wrinkles there, but it's part of the paper. Okay, so I use my finger or thumb or something like that just to get it started, and I'm pulling down the vinyl. Right now I'm making sure that it's going over the vinyl or down back, and making sure it's wrapped all the way around. That looks about good right there. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do now on the side or on the top, I'm pulling it straight and making sure it's level all the way over. Okay, so next what I do, I pull it. Okay. David. So I'm moving it down just a little bit. See how I'm just gliding it over. Now if I mess up, if I don't like what the position is, I can actually pull it up. And it's pretty strong stuff. Okay. You can see there's no air bubbles in it. Okay, now I'm happy with where I'm at. I do the same thing, I use my thumb, making sure it's all about an inch down. Now I use a 45-degree angle. Get the air bubbles going out, downwards. And I'm not pushing hard either. I'm just pushing enough just to contact it and making sure there's no huge air bubbles in it. So if you don't like where it's at, you can pull it up, move it around. Okay. Now let's move it around. Okay, this is the side that looks like you have creases in it. No big deal. Right now, just check for air bubbles. Okay. I'm trying to make, well, it's not as hard as you think. All my vinyls that I print out is matte sheen because I don't like the gloss look. It looks too fake, and everything, a lot of things in the world are not glossy. The only thing are glossy are brand new cars or mirrors, or not mirrors, but glass. Plus, if you have a gloss sheen to it, it just, all you see is reflection. So that's why I truly love the matte sheen. So if you got an old mini fridge or refrigerator or whatever, a door wrap, we can do all that for your office, your home. Promotional, we're getting more and more into promotional. Okay. The next part, make sure everything is all nice and tight. What I like doing on the top parts at the very, very end is use a heat gun. Alright. Do we have any viewers? 3, okay. 4? Mm-hmm. Okay, Dave, if you want to come over here. What I like doing right here,
on the corners, I like doing a straight out cut. Same thing right over here, straight out cut. And so what you can do, use your thumb. You guys, if you got any comments or questions, let me know. See, I'm just cut, and you don't have to use a squeegee on this. And I'm pulling the vinyl down, as you can see. On the corners right here, I like to do like a 45-degree cut. Same thing. And I'm not going over, I want to go over. Okay. Same thing right here. I'm using my thumb, I'm pulling the vinyl this way. And I'm just slowly walking it in. And I'm pushing, okay, so if you have a little crinkle like this, here David, get a little closer. You see that little crinkle? Can you see that, David? Maybe the lighting's bad. But if you got a crinkle, don't worry about it. You just pull the vinyl up and just kind of walk it down with your thumb. That's all you have to do. Okay. Same thing right here. I instead of doing a 45-degree cut right about here, I want to go up a little higher so it's overlapped. And now, what I like to do right here, I use my fingernail as a guide just to shove it in a little further. And there you look how sharp that looks. So it looks like it's part of the refrigerator. And then I use my fingernail, or you can actually use your squeegee and shove it in there in the corner, either one. Okay, so next is this side right here. Now if I had the door on, it would be a little tougher. Down here is a little hinge, so I'm just going to cut it straight across. So now I'm just kind of slowly walking through. And this applies for like refrigerator wraps too. I mean, same technique. With the refrigerator, you don't need to take the whole door off. That's fine. That's just part of what I do as a service. Okay, so I have extra on this, and it's just the little details that matter for me. So and it's the same color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna overlap it a little bit. This one has a little extra to it. Same thing. It's just the small details. I use my fingernail to see where the crease is at. And I cut it off and I shave it. There you go. Same thing, it's on the bottom. I'm just guiding my knife at the bottom. Okay. So I started to look more like a refrigerator. Okay, let's get the door on for time purposes. I'm trying to not hurry, but hurry because I want you guys to not lose track of this. Alright. I usually use an X, I poke an X where the holes are at so the vinyl doesn't tear when you put the screws in.
Any comments? No comments yet? If you guys have a business or you have something, a man cave or a shop, what would you guys like to see? You can always email me at rmreps@gmail.com. And where's the top set? There it is. Now comes the door. So what I like to do on the back side of this, the vinyl, is I pull it down just enough for it to grab. This looks like about 4 inches. I crease it. As you can see, I crease it a little bit. The paper. Now, this is where I can kind of eyeball it and see where exactly or where it's going to go. And now it's just barely tacked on there. Just barely on there. Just enough to see if all this is actually going all the way around. It's right in the middle, making sure it's level going all the way down. And it's, I just like to double check everything. It's just a lot easier if you double check everything right now. And okay. Next thing, just tap it on, make sure. I'm gonna lift it up for you. What you do is I'm grabbing this down here. This will actually force it to lift up. As you can see, it's going up. And now I can take my squeegee. And this is what you guys can do. Go on like this, and you just bring it down. And you take your time. If you get a little crease in it, no big deal. You lift it up. And you work your way down. Barely. Go slow, a little at a time. If you get little air bubbles in it, don't worry about it. You can lift it up, like how I'm doing. Or you get, usually if it's a small enough air bubble, like a size of a quarter or a dime, you can actually squeeze it out. And I have people order my mini fridge wraps, and they're always scared, and they always think, oh, you make it look so easy. It's honestly, it's not that hard. And I get a lot of emails back, and they say, yeah, your videos are right on. You make it exactly what it is. My guy was a huge air bubble in there, but it's no big deal. Just pull it right off, move it around. The stuff is pretty strong. The vinyl is. And you just have to be patient. Just take your time. If you get little creases in there, it's no big deal. Just move it up, the vinyl. This is what I'm doing. And I'm not pushing hard enough, I'm just pushing hard enough to actually lay it down, that's all. Okay. The next step. Oh, knife. Okay, what I like to do, you can see that. On right here, right at the edge, I like to do a 45-degree cut, and then, oh, same thing down here, but that's a 45-degree cut downwards. And then what I like to do is slowly walk it in with my thumb. No big deal. This, see right here, it kind of releases the vinyl a little bit, so it's easier to go around the edge. Okay. Next, I like to use what I call now as a shield, and it gives enough gap that you can actually cut. And just like that, make sure you don't cut into this right here. Okay. Same thing right here. I'm shoving it up as far as I can up there. Okay, let's get this out of the way first. 45-degree angle cut all the way up. Okay, so what I do next, same thing, I'm using my shield, or guard, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm just walking it. And if you look at that, it's a perfect cut. And it's enough space that it walks, or it's a perfect cut. Same thing, 45-degree angle cut. I'm walking it in with my thumb, and I can feel all the air bubbles or whatever being pushed out that way. And you don't need to use your squeegee all the time. It's no big deal. Using my shield. Okay. Next, same thing, I'm pushing as hard as I can down below. Now, this is a little more trickier, but using my shield and I'm walking it. And I use my fingernails or something. You can use a squeegee again and push it in. So that's actually a perfect cut right there. You always use your shield or squeegee, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Next, what I do, you want to lift this up. Oops. You want to lift this up a little bit because you're going to open the door now. So when you open the door, loops it all the way around. Like I said, again, you're going to use your finger. Now with this one, so it's looped all the way around. Same thing right here. Looped all the way around. I'm just using my thumb. Okay.
that is that. Okay, what I'm going to do last is I'm going to use a little heat gun. You can use a hard blow dryer. There's little hole screwdrivers, so just in case if you want to move this over here, you can open this way, you can. So I'm going to use a little heat gun on this, so it'll sink it in. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you want, if you like this channel, like the video channel, and on Facebook, and like I said, if you got any comments, comment down below. Thank you for watching. Thanks.